Well, welcome back to Bay Area Focus. This may well be the youngest author we've ever had. She has written a book about a boy who has Tourette syndrome called The Boy Battle. Riyani Patal is here with us, along with David Chappell, founder and president of Literary Legacies. Welcome to Bay Area Focus, both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Riyani, this is exciting. This is your first book. You're so
Yes.
young, and you decided to really educate people about Tourette's. Why?
So they can know more, and kids don't have to be like embarrassed.
What are some of the struggles people with Tourette's have?
The struggles are like they can't like sleep. They can't really like I feel like they feel embarrassed to go to in public places like the park or a wedding because people don't know about it, and like they might make like comments or like faces.
Did you go through any of that? You were diagnosed with Tourette's at a very young age.
7 years old.
7 years old. And what kinds of things did you go through when you were in school?
Like head jerking, tripping, and just, it was hard for me.
So this is really important for you to get the word out for other kids to understand what this syndrome is all about.
Yes.
And David, you worked with Riyani on the book, which is exciting because it's impressive that, Riyani, you're so young and you've written a book and you're actually working on another book too. What was it like working with her?
Oh, she was amazing. So she was our first student for Literary Legacies. She was like our test trial. And she came into every session with so much enthusiasm and so much energy, and she was so hopeful that this book was going to have an impact when she finished it. And the whole process was just amazing. She was the perfect first student.
Tell me about Literary Legacies.
So I started this organization to kind of get kids back into writing books and back into reading books. I want to start a cultural revolution where kids are focusing more on writing 140 pages, not 140 characters. And the Twitterverse, the world that we live in today, it makes people have a short attention span. But I want to instill in children that they have the patience and the ability to write long books and novellas.
Yeah, and this was really a labor of love for Riyani. And so when the book was finally finished, was there a huge celebration?
Well, it's actually published on Amazon.
Yeah, so it's published on Amazon, so you can actually get it right now. Okay,
Yes.
so let's talk about it. It's called The Boy Battle.
Yes.
And it's about an athlete?
Well, the whole story is about how this young girl named Tanya Weeks, she has Tourette syndrome, and she likes the middle school quarterback, which his name is Jake Bridges, but like this mean cheerleader named Diamond, she gets in the way, and she doesn't want Tanya to like him because she liked him first.
How did you come up with this idea? I mean, that sounds like many middle school relationships.
What came in my idea was just, that like, I just thought about it. Like, I didn't have no experiences in my life. It just came in my head, and I thought this would be a good story.
And like you said, it's on Amazon right now, so anyone can go out and buy it right now. But you actually have donated the money for research.
$500.
You've donated $500 toward Tourette syndrome research and to help out.
Yes.
And Literary Legacies, they really help out in the community too. You're actually having a spring fundraiser to raise money?
Yes, right now we have a spring fundraiser on GoFundMe for Literary Legacies. And what that money goes towards is helping us publish the books, because the books are completely free to write through our program. We handle the editing, we handle the cover design, we handle the publishing. Everything's taken care of. So what that money goes towards is us being able to help more kids like Riyani write books about things that they feel are important in their lives.
Yeah, and that's good to get the word out. Riyani, you actually got the word out in your book with a letter too.
Yes.
So you have a letter in your book, and what does it say? Does it just talk about where?
Wait, it's the foreword, which like says, wait, this letter?
Yeah, the letter at the beginning of your book.
This, it's a poem that I wrote in 3rd grade when I had like the worst times of my Tourette syndrome. And it says, I am helpful and polite. I wonder how I was like in the past. I hear peaceful music in my sleep. I see my aunt up in heaven. I want a big house when I'm older. I'm helpful and polite.
Oh, that is beautiful. You've made so many improvements since then. Tell me about what you've been doing.
A few months back, I just stopped taking my pills, and I feel like that helped. Listening to ocean music when I go to bed. What else?
So you're sleeping a lot better now?
Yes. Well, some of the nights, not most of the nights.
And do you feel like your friends in school now really kind of understand?
Yeah, they like support me. Like they go, Riyani, your tics have disappeared. I've never knew that, or like I never noticed that you have tics anymore. They just disappeared.
And this is what it's really all about, right?
Exactly. We want to create leaders. We want to create a better life for our students, being able to express themselves and have agency to control aspects of their lives that they can as students and as children. You know, at school they have teachers, and at home they have parents, but when they're the author of their own book, they're in control of their own world. And she's able to express herself through her own characters the way that nobody else can.
Yeah, that's great. And you actually have a close tie to this. This is why you started Literary Legacies. Tell me about that.
Well, I had my own physical and mental illnesses that I was battling from about 2004 to 2012. And I decided to write my own novel called Age of the Great Prophets, where I fused my story with two characters from the Bible and created an end times fictional novel. So I used that same strategy that I used with my book. I impart that on the kids in our program.
Well, that is great. I thank you both so much for coming on Bay Area Focus. Good luck with your book. You have another book, too, that you're working on now.
It's going to be about a new bully in the school, and the two main characters, which is Diamond and Tanya, are going to fight the new bully.
Well, it is impressive what you've done so far, and good luck in the future. And thank you so much, David, for coming on. And don't forget, the book is The Boy Battle. And if you want to find out more about David and Riyani's work or volunteer for the spring fundraiser David was talking about, just check out the website, literarylegacies.org. Coming up, fertility treatments for couples when Bay Area Focus returns.